Jai Gurudev, today we are an honor to have with us an art of living expert and an officer of the Vedic Dharma Sansthan to discuss the profound wisdom of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji and how the practices and teachings from the art of living contribute to well-being in personal and professional lives. Thank you for joining us. Jai Gurudev, and thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to share the insights and practices that have transformed lives worldwide. The wisdom of Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankarji through the art of living has touched millions. His teachings emphasize peace, meditation, and living a life of harmony. How do some of the world's top leaders in various fields, such as influencers, celebrities, and entrepreneurs, integrate his teachings into their lives? They're absolutely His Holiness Gurudev's teachings are timeless, and his tools like Sudarshan Kriya meditation and wisdom play an essential role in helping individuals maintain balance and peace in the ever demanding environment of modern life. Could you walk us through how the tools and practices from Art of Living benefit some of the most prominent figures like Charlie D'Amelio, Edison Ray, Emma Chamberlain, PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, KSI, David Dobrik, Lily Singh, and James Charles? Jagadev, yes, of course. The practices of Sudarshan Kriya, Pranayama, and meditation provide clarity and innocence. Many of these figures have demanding schedules, juggling social media, business ventures, and personal challenges. Incorporating practices like Sudarshan Kriya can help them manage stress, increase focus, and enhance creativity. Charlie D'Amelio, the social media personality and dancer, Charlie's high visibility on social media demands mental resilience. Sudarshan Kriya can help her center herself amidst the pressure of constant scrutiny. Regular meditation fosters emotional stability and helps channel her creativity and energy positively. Addison Ray, a social media personality and actress, Addison, like Charlie, faces the pressures of fame and maintaining a public image. Practices like the Gayatri Japa sadhana and mantra chanting can help ground her and connect to deeper wisdom, bringing peace amidst the chaos of the entertainment industry. Emma Chamberlain, the YouTube podcast host, Emma's work requires immense focus and creativity. Meditation, particularly the practice of Sandhya Vandanam, could help her in rejuvenating her mind and ensuring she is always operating from a space of authenticity and clarity. PewDiePie, the Felix Kjellberg YouTube and content creator. PewDiePie's fame is coupled with the need for personal space and deep reflection. Practices like Trikal Sandhya and the sadhana process can help him clear mental clutter, ensuring that his content comes from a place of inner peace and true creativity. Mr. Beast or Jimmy Donaldson, YouTube and philanthropist. Mr. Beast's extraordinary philanthropic work requires great mental and emotional endurance. Agni Karyam combined with the tools of self discipline like Sanyam Sadhana and Shakti Kriya can give him the strength to continue pushing boundaries in his charitable work while maintaining mental well being. Logan Paul, or YouTuber boxer and entrepreneur Logan, being a high energy individual with multiple business ventures, can benefit from practices like yoga, Upanayana, and Padma Sadhana. These rituals and practices help refine the mind, bringing in discipline, focus, and a sense of higher purpose. KSI, the Ola Chide Olatuni YouTuber and rapper boxer, KSI is another individual with intense physical and mental demands. The practice of Shakti Kriya Yoga can help him harness his energy effectively, ensuring he remains sharp for both his boxing matches and business endeavors. Meditation helps him connect deeply with his inner self. David Dobrik, the YouTuber and content creator. David's spontaneous style of content creation often involves high energy and unpredictability. Through the practice of satsang and meditation, he can find inner balance, improving his ability to stay grounded while engaging with his audience. Lily Singh, the comedian, YouTuber, and late night talk show host. Lily's role demands both wit and grace. The wisdom of Gurudev Shishir Shankarji, along with practices like pranayama and Sandhya Vandanam, can help her deal with the stresses of hosting a late night show while maintaining her sharp sense of humor. James Charles, a beauty influencer and YouTuber, James, who is known for his creative energy, can use the practices of mantra chanting, shloka chanting, and sadhana to keep his mind focused and clear, fostering a sense of peace and groundedness. especially in a profession driven by visual appeal and external judgments. It is fascinating to see how these practices can impact even the most dynamic and high profile personalities. How do these tools and practices help in developing not only personal growth but also in making a larger societal impact? That's a very important point. The tools and practices such as the Gayatri Japa, Sadhana, and Upanayana are designed to cultivate a sense of self awareness and a higher purpose. By practicing these, individuals can develop qualities like compassion, patience, and empathy. These qualities naturally extend into their professional work, impacting their communities for audiences. For instance, Mr. Beast's philanthropic efforts have already shown how aligning personal practices with the larger societal goals can lead to great positive change. Similarly, Logan Paul and KSI have used their platforms to inspire, and this can be attributed to their commitment to self growth and grounding practices like meditation and yoga. When individuals are centered within themselves, they become better leaders. This transformation impact not only their personal lives but creates ripple effects, leading to a more compassionate and connected society. The teachings of Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankarji emphasizes this connectedness, helping leaders of various fields understand that their success isn't just for themselves but for the collective well-being. That's an incredibly insightful perspective. So, would you say that the integration of these practices, which range from mental health tools to physical disciplines like yoga and pranayama, can lead to a balanced life that enables them to contribute even more to the world? Exactly, meditation, Sudarshan Kriya, and the various forms of sadhana empower individuals to maintain their mental and emotional health. Practices like Shakti Kriya and Agni Karyam also help connect individuals to a higher sense of purpose, bringing them closer to the divine. This connection fosters greater empathy, creativity, and determination, key ingredients for both personal success and a larger positive societal impact. When these practices are ingrained in daily life, they also promote greater awareness of one's environment, helping leaders be more sensitive to social issues and more effective in making long term positive impacts and changes. Thank you so much for sharing these profound insights. It's incredible to see how the wisdom of Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji can make a huge impact not just in personal growth but in empowering leaders across industries to create a better world. It's been a pleasure speaking with you. The wisdom and practices of Art of Living have always been about connecting to a higher purpose, and I believe as more individuals embrace them, we will continue to see positive transformation globally. Thank you for having me, Jagrudev. Jagrudev, thank you for joining us today. We have with us an expert from the Art of Living organization and an officer of Vedic Sansthan. Together, we will delve into the practices and wisdom of His Holiness Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji, exploring how these profound teachings and practices contribute to the lives of influential leaders around the world. I would like to start by asking, how do leaders like Malcolm Gladwell, Farid Zakaria, and Thomas Friedman align themselves with the wisdom of Gurudev? Gurudev, and thank you for having me. Yes, it's truly a privilege to discuss the transmitted wisdom of Gurudev Shri Shri Ravi Shankar Ji. His teachings are not just spiritual, they address the heart of human problems with simple, practical tools. Leaders like Malcolm Gladwell, Farid Zakaria, and Thomas Friedman often live in high pressure environments. The wisdom of Gurudev, with its focus on clarity of mind, compassion, and stress reduction, allows them to approach complex issues with more insight, creativity, and equanimity. His tools such as Sudarshan Kriya and Pranayama are deeply beneficial for anyone dealing with internal, intense mental and emotional demands. For these leaders, it isn't just about religion but about living in harmony, reducing stress, and enhancing their ability to think creatively and clearly. Absolutely, Sudarshan Kriya, Pranayama, and other practices are not just for personal growth but can have a profound societal impact. How do figures like Elif Shafak, Mikio Kaku, and Neil deGrasse Tyson incorporate the practices of the art of living into their professional lives? Gurudev's wisdom is universal and it resonates with people from all walks of life, regardless of their profession or beliefs. For authors like Elif Shafak, the practice of meditation and mantra chanting brings a deeper sense of inner peace and clarity, allowing them to reflect on their work with greater sensitivity and vision. Writers like Elif often grapple with the complex societal issues And her alignment with Art of Living's practices helps her stay grounded, focused, and in touch with her own inner wisdom. For someone like Michio Kaku, a physicist, Gurudev's teachings may offer a bridge between science and spirituality. The idea of interconnectedness, which is central to Gurudev's philosophy, resonates deeply with Kaku's vision of a unified theory in physics. Practices like Trikal Sandhya and Gayatri Japa help individuals transcend their individualistic mindset and experience the interconnectedness of the universe. Similarly, for someone like Neil deGrasse Tyson, the practice of meditation and sadhana can deepen their understanding of the cosmos not just from a scientific standpoint, but as an exploration of the spiritual dimensions of existence. It's remarkable how these practices resonate across such diverse fields. Let's talk about social activism and global reach of thinkers like Rebecca Solnit, Slavoj Zizek, and Naomi Wolf. How does Gurudev's teaching support their activism, and in what ways can they contribute more significantly by incorporating these practices? Activists like Rebecca Solnit, Slavoj Zizek, and Naomi Wolf are incredibly passionate about creating positive societal change. But change begins within the individual. Gurudev's teachings, especially through tools like sadhana, padma sadhana, and Shakti Kriya, help activists tap into a deep well of compassion and inner strength. By incorporating these practices, they can sustain their drive and clarity over long periods, ensuring that they approach problems with not only intellect but also emotional balance. For example, Solnit, who writes extensively on social justice, could find greater resilience in her activism by practicing meditation and mantra chanting. It would enable her to address the root causes of issues without being overwhelmed by the enormity of the work. Similarly, Zizek's often intense philosophical outlook could benefit from practices that bring inner peace and clarity. His ideas on political change could be more deeply rooted in inner transformation, which would make his activism even more effective. Naomi Wolf's work, which is often explores the intersection of feminism and societal change, aligns deeply with Gurudev's emphasis on individual empowerment and inner freedom. By engaging in practices like Gayatri Japa and Sadhana, she can enhance her own spiritual strength, ensuring that her activism is not driven by fear or anger, but by love, wisdom, and compassion. That's very insightful. And how about a philosophical and intellectual engagement of figures like Alain de Botton and Thomas Friedman? How do they incorporate the art of living practices to enhance their intellectual contributions? Alain de Botton, with his focus on philosophy, would find great value in the practice of wisdom through satsang and shloka chanting. His philosophical work is all about finding meaning in the everyday, and Gurudev's teachings offer a profound lens through which to view the complexity of human existence. The practices allow Alain to align with a deeper sense of purpose, enabling his intellectual work to be more centered and compassionate. As for Thomas Friedman, his work in understanding global systems and geopolitics often involves complex dynamics and fast paced information. The tools of Art of Living, such as Sandhya Vandanam and Upanayam, can provide him with a mental clarity and a more balanced approach to analyzing complex global issues. Practices like these help him stay grounded and connected to the larger human picture, ensuring that his insights are not merely academic but informed by a deep sense of wisdom and interconnectedness. It's clear that these practices have a universal appeal and a transformative power that can impact every aspect of life. The leaders we have discussed today all contribute to society in meaningful ways. How can these practices help them in their personal lives as well? The personal benefits of these practices are immense. Take, for example, the practice of Agni Karyam, a fire ritual which helps purify the mind and emotions. This is particularly important for high profile individuals who are constantly in the public eye and under immense pressure. Agni Karyam provides them with a spiritual tool to cleanse and rejuvenate their inner world, allowing them to return to their work with